Hi guys, Ray here from Man City Fan Chat. How you all doing? Want to take these off? Let's take these off. It's a bit bright. I'll do it without. Anybody? Is anybody there? Hey, someone's alive. Someone's here. How are we doing today? Compose any? Is that my quizzical look? I'll check my messages. Wow, lots of messages. Hey Mike, how you doing, buddy? I hope you're really well. Hope you're well, mate. Thanks to everybody who's subscribed on the channel. I think the last count was 719 or 720. Can't knock you guys. Hey, Mr. Goon. Hello, Mr. Goon. Anyway, let's forget about them. Let's focus on what we're up to. Just you, me, and the Goon, Mike. Just the three of us. 726. Hey, thanks everybody to get up to 726. Coffee from the missus. I must have been a good boy today. It's giving me a dirty look. That's not a dirty look. Ooh, it's not a bad cup of coffee. You can make me in about 10 o'clock if you make me another one at 10 o'clock. If you make me another one at 10 o'clock when I do the podcast. Yeah, she said yes. Let's see who's coming on then. Let's get a quick message out on, get a few Twitterati. I don't think I spoke to Cobby earlier on. So let's have a look. Live right now. Talking city friendly. And we're going to talk about the city friendly again. And we're going to talk about the departed Tom Dele-Bashiru. Tom Dele-Bashiru signed a contract at Watford. Let's call Cobby in. Let's get Cobby mentioned so he knows we're in the house. And we'll get Bernard because Bernard's always good fun. And we'll get Reese. There we go. Always nice to invite a few people and then we'll see who will come online. Don't think we'll chat with anybody today. There we go, guys. Let's get back to you. So it's Bernard. Okay, I've got to see what Bernard's written. Do you sit there wissitting? I don't know what wissitting is, mate. It could be rude. Or waiting. I worked it out. Waiting. Oh, that is very strong coffee. So it's a bit bright, guys. I might have to put the glasses back on. It is a bit bright. Put the glasses back on. Oh, that's better. But then I get the glare. I triumphant. Mike James, Eric Garcia started today's under-19, beat France on penalties. Claudio Gomez came off the bench for France. Fantastic. It's fantastic. I wanted to watch that Eric Garcia game, but what with all the the City game and the work I did on that, and then picking my first lad up at 4 o'clock. As soon as it hits 4, so my lads need a bit more of my time. Then I do some cooking and eating. So when should I try these off again? I'll try them off. It's too bright in here. That's the problem. Don't think if my missus comes back, I can get the lights turned down. Yeah, I saw that about Joseph Hodge. 16 starters that under 9 was spanked for. I don't think we've got him yet. That Felix Correa for about €3.5 million. Hi, Cole. How you doing? Typing away. me as well. It's been a busy day. I tell you what, it is too bright in here. Just give me a second. I'm going to try and turn the light down. There we go. I don't think that's much better. I'm going to have to put the light back on. Hey, there we go. I think that's a little bit better. It was way too bright. Wow, I'm tired now. Gavin Bazoon didn't go on the tournament but came with us to Asia instead. Honestly, don't know, Mike. How old is Gavin? Is he? He's still young. He's young enough, isn't he? Cricket. Oh, Bernard, don't ask about the cricket. It was that bad, the cricket, that I know people. I was chatting to somebody who was trying to watch the City game, but the stream had gone down. And he said, I'm going to go and watch the cricket instead. And I said, stick to the buffering. England was 82 all out. And last I heard, Ireland, Gavin is 17, so he could have gone, Mike. Last I heard, Ireland were cruising about 140 for 2, and then they slumped. England got back into that game, but they're still way behind. Obviously not taking it seriously enough. Let's have a quick look at the score. So Ireland were out for 207, which gives them a lead of 122, which is significant, but it could have been so much more, and they could have really battered England out of the game. Anyway, it's going to be a good day tomorrow. I might watch a bit of cricket. Treble winners. Did you know Diego Forlan plays for Kitchee? He used to play for Kitchee, treble winners. I did answer the quiz question. If you listen to Bolt from the Blues podcast, that it came out this morning, and we did that last night after the live stream. And the question he asked us, the question that Mike asked was, who's their most famous player? And it was Diego Forlan, which is what, and I got it right. Half of what? I tell you what, Mike, your diet is what I want. Hi, Danny 2ME. Because my diet today was good to start with. I had a very healthy lunch, Mike, and I'm sure you'd have possibly appreciated it apart from the eggs. But I had a load of kale with a couple of boiled eggs, a slice of cheese, and one of these little sweet peppers. Raw sweet pepper, which is quite nice. Hi, Sea Dog, how you doing, mate? I hope you're well. And then I had some ice cream. Then I had some more ice cream. And then for tonight we had a very healthy meal of lentils, but I had 4 naans, 4 bits of breads, which is a bit too much. And I just finished it off with another ice cream. Sea Dog, Tengus, doesn't matter. Let's stay positive, guys. Let's stay positive. Let's not worry about them. Cobby Danke is in the house. How you doing, Cobby? Hope you're really well, mate. I'm all right, Sea Dog. So my wife tonight, I'm in a positive mood. She said, why? I said, because it's better than being down. It's better to be in a positive mood. So I'm going to come on the stream. I'm going to be positive. City have won 6-1. When was the last time you can remember City winning 6-1? What memories does that conjure up? 6-1 away from home. Yes, Man United, Old Trafford, 6-1. Cobby, you're getting fed up with silence. Like every time I wake up to something else. It's just rumbling on and on and on and on. It'll disappear eventually, but it's a sad thing. It's rumbling on and on. Bernard, only saw 15 minutes, but we have some cracking kids. Absolutely. Chris Welsh, your glasses are off for it. It's not Dig, by the way. What's Dig? It's not Dig. I know it's not Dig. I took the glasses off because it was too bright in here in this room, and with the sunglasses, you get the TV coming off. And maybe it's time. Maybe it's time not to wear the glasses as much. Maybe a year and 3 months down the line, I'm getting ready not to wear the glasses as much. I think when I'm back in Manchester, I'll wear them. See, though, you couldn't watch the game. I don't think many people could. Danny, to me, my daughter's on a vegan diet and lost £5 in a week. I'm going to try it. Yeah, that's the way to go. I'm going to lose another at least 2 or 3 kilos before the season starts, but I can't stop myself eating. I mean, this heat, what else can you do but eat ice creams? I look more sympathetic or I look more sympathetic or yeah, Bernard, you watched it? Oh, I'm waiting to watch that. I've got my Fire Stick ordered, and hopefully my lad tells me it'll work in my telly at home. We'll see. If it doesn't, just get a new telly. Cobby is not happy. The silence from City and signing himself. Yeah. Also, what's this about signing his reps constantly talking? Look, it's one of those. I mean, someone said tonight that when Sterling was going through the similar sort of thing, he never said anything. The club never said anything, and then he got it sorted. So let's hope he gets sorted. The woman that does reports on MEN's Manchester City, I have no idea. Honestly, I've never looked at MEN's Man City Facebook page. Never. Treble winners couldn't get to watch the game either. I believe Man City's TV field, it wasn't the best. Let's be honest. I mean, some people, I think there's a couple of issues where some people have got the app, but it wasn't working properly. And other people, I mean, when you got on, the stream would go down, and the City people the commentators were blaming the technology over there. And let's be honest, you know, I didn't mind when they were showing highlights of the goals and other bits of play, like KDB's free kick or whatever. But when they get onto supporters clubs, you know, oh, come on, guys. You know, I don't mind the supporters clubs and everything else in far off places, but I'm here to watch the footy. Yeah, a lot of people had 5 worth getting as well. 40 quid. So for 40 quid, I'm not worried. Yeah, football fan chat. I don't want to wear the shades. I started wearing them, but it's too bright. I mean, even now it's too bright. But if I turn the light down anymore on the dimmer, it gets too it gets too dark. So I thought I'll go for it. You know, let's see. My Man City TV app does not stop loading. You even wrote to them. Yeah. I don't. The problem is football fan chat. If you've got a TV capable of receiving broadcasts, basically just about every single TV. If it's possible to receive broadcasts, you need a license. Whether you're going to use BBC or the terrestrial channels or not. To be honest, I had a look at the Fire Stick offers. I think it offers a lot of channels for free. I don't want more channels, but it offers a lot of channels for free. Is that right, Bernard? Obviously, they're trying to get everybody's trying to get as much money out of you as possible. Mike James, great finish from Tuatsi. Sane played well, 2 good goals. First one a neat finish, and second fielded. Oh yeah, you know the first goal was it was a nice finish. I think the goalie, I said most of the game, the goalie could do better. Second one, yeah, and that was very cheeky. That second one, leaving the guy on his backside. Football fan chat, should I contract Chelsea Sports Club about women's football? Yeah, I'll keep football fan chat. Keep the chat about what we're talking about private. You know, I don't want anybody to copy you. Fire Stick can be plugged into a TV, basically. Yeah, I'm not keen on Amazon, Bernard. I mean, you know, why I don't like. I'll be honest. I don't like big business making so much money. You know, I just don't like it. I don't know, Mike, if we're having to pay Valencia. Was it Valencia? That's Sea Dog, sorry. I'm giving Mike the credit there. No idea, mate. Honestly, no idea about that contract. Mike James, yeah, the City TV will go on more platforms soon, either to Toshiba Smart TV. The sad thing is what City did, they didn't put it on many platforms, which is a shame, you know, for a game that wasn't on TV anywhere in the world. And I've had the information tonight. You know, obviously, if it's not on the TV anywhere in the world, you're not going to get a free stream, so you're screwed. I've got my telly is a Samsung telly that I bought before I got married. I think it's got HDMI, but it works on my Wii U works on it, and my PlayStation works on it. So I'll find out. And if not, I bought a Sony TV about 4 or 5 years ago. 4 years ago. That's quite nice. That's in France. We have to bring that over. I ended up with loads of TVs, all by mistake. 3 tellies now. I have to give some to the kids. Hi, Kamal. Someone said you spent 15 minutes. You're not talked about the football. Yeah, Bayern manager Niko Kovac, forget him. Don't worry, football fan chat. We've moved on from dislikes. Well, Dog, look, it's nothing. In the first team, look, City aren't going to not play him because of a clause in the contract. You got 15 subscribers today. Football fan chat, very good. I'd love to have 15. Bernard's going to get blocked, he reckons, by the City digital account. I'm going to get blocked by Man City for constantly tweeting them. Basically, I was just retweeting people that had come on and said they were really unhappy that the TV app wasn't working for them or it had gone down. No, I don't play FIFA on PlayStation. I haven't played the PlayStation for many, many years. I've got a PS3. That's how old my PlayStation is. And in fact, I told the story before, I think last year. I've got I got one of the steering wheel and pedal, yeah, that has never even been out of the box because I just stopped playing. I don't know if the app would be on a PS4 or Xbox One. That's an interesting one, Mike. Do you guys? Yeah, I have BT Sport. I don't watch Sky anymore. I have BT Sports. Evening, Rob. How you doing, mate? Why did you live in Paris for 8 years? Because I wanted to. I wanted to take my wife's French. My kids were born in France, even though we lived in England, and I wanted to make sure that they could learn French. They could speak English. We were very young when we went across, but I thought if we can go there for about 4 or 5 years, they'll be fluent in French. We stayed at about 8 or 9 years. They can go. They're better than their French teacher at school. They can do their GCSE easily. It's not a problem. So I can watch Sky BTLs all for free. Hi, Mukund. How you doing, mate? I hope you're really well. Football fan chat. Chris Welch, Sky and BT. Dog. I like the away kits. I thought they look really good with the City thing on the numbers. Bernard Deneen. Can you get the City up on Spectrum 48? Wow, ZX Spectrum. That's a long time ago. Mukund, I'm all right. Can you tell? I'm all right. Commodore VIC 20. Did I have a Commodore 64? I think we had a Commodore 64. Are you fluent in French? No, I'm not fluent. I can get by. I'm good enough in French. If I want to, I can be. But, a lot of the tenses, it's like a formula. Just learn the formula and do it. My only problem is sometimes I have to think, I have to get someone to repeat the question because I do understand it, but I'm not sure. But I'm all right. No, I'm not going to say that, mate. I actually don't know how to say that. Subscribe. I do. I could. Look, I've been out of France for a year, so it's something that you forget. Cobby, I think something needs to be done about this City store. For a whole month, I've been trying to order these new jerseys, and still the store can't make it happen. It's atrocious. Obviously it's not good, and a lot of people have had problems with the store. Sadly, there's nothing you can do. Really, they've messed up with me a few times. What can you do? The kits for the upcoming season, people are up and down. People love the away kit because of its links with the Hacienda, and it's quite black, and black is always quite slimming. People are generally not keen on the blue kit, the home kit. The away kits are probably growing on people. Yeah, Bernard, I don't need 2 ends. We had the Commodore 64. Yeah, we were posh. When did you move out from France? We moved back from France last summer. Going back in early August. I'm going back for probably about 4 or 5 days. I got a train. I got nearly 9 days. We're on the stage in Germany in October. For 9, I've got to meet my partner and do some training because at least when we went 2 years ago, I was living in France. We were training quite regularly. Now living in somewhere else, we don't train together, and you do need to have that training together. It does make a difference. Oh, the podcast with Bolt from the Blues, fantastic. Football fan chat with Colin. We have a great laugh. Sea Dog doesn't like the home shirt. Kamal, I think the third kit looks nice. Well, 20 minutes in, let's talk about Tom Dele-Bashiru. My wife's asking why I'm not wearing his sunglasses. But anyway, Tom Dele-Bashiru, he was, I think he's 18 years old. But anyway, he's leaving. He's leaving City, or he's left City. He was and he's signed a contract, a 6-year contract with Watford. He's another one of these kids who comes through, and he's decent. He's decent, but he's not decent. I think he let his contract run out. Rather than go down the route of Brahim Diaz and other people who've renewed their contracts and then might have had a struggle to get out of City. Tom Dele-Bashiru has decided to let his contract, I think, expire, and then maybe get a small signing on bonus from Watford. And a 6-year contract, he'll probably make enough money to set himself up for life. It's not just about the money. Life's not just not about the money, I keep saying. And but hopefully now he can focus on his footy working over there. Eric Duffy, how you doing, mate? Good evening to you. Just going to check who else is online because I've missed a few people. The next BF tomorrow, we're going to do a podcast tonight after this. In half an hour, I've got a podcast about today's game. Hi, Carl. Hope you're well, mate. Mukund, surfing the heatwave in Manchester, guys. I'm in London, mate. It was about 31 inside watching the football. Got aircon. I'm going to take advantage of that. Keep the curtains closed. I only went out to drop my kids off at the college that they're studying, and these what they're doing, coding and robotics and whatever, and then pick them up again, and that's it. A couple of visits to these mini supermarkets to get bits and pieces. Needed some more ice cream. It's hot, hot, hot. Now there's a song there, Bernard. Are you going to sing it for us? Feeling hot, hot, hot. Anyway, yeah, I've not had a lot of water today. I've been drinking more coffee. Mukund, it's raining. Nasri Kabdid Abdi. I do believe Alisson overall is better keeper, but at least by the eye test, Edison is slightly better than with his feet. I don't know about the stats. Look, I think at the end of the day, Edison is miles better with his feet, miles better, and he works for City. I think he's got some issues sometimes with saving the ball. You could argue that Alisson might be a better shot stopper, but Edison's miles better with his feet. 30 degrees, Chris, 30 degrees. No, I'm afraid he didn't. There was a miscommunication, and the guy that was supposed to come on didn't come on. In the opposing corner, he didn't come on either. Wow, that's great news, Ray. We have, Fiasso Dele-Bashiru. He's supposed to be all right, and it's the same way with Lucas Demecha. I mean, I expect him to disappear. We said so early today, and his brother Felix is supposed to be the better of the two. Yeah, Mukund's there with his ole, 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 feeling hot, hot, hot. Okay, let's quickly. We'll talk about the match because we talked about it today already, but we'll do it quickly. So, we've talked about the City app and people not being happy. That's gone. So that lineup was Bravo, Walker, Stones, Laporte, Angelino, Gundogan, KDB, David Silva, who was captain, Bernardo, Sterling, and Sane. Now, I said earlier on that I'm just going to have a look at this. Maguire was in City earlier. I don't know. I'll be surprised. Football fan chat. Let's not talk about Maguire. Until it happens. I don't believe it. Anyway, so the team news was Bravo, Walker, Stones, Laporte, Angelino, Gundogan, KDB, David Silva as captain, Bernardo, Sterling, and Sane. And I said that's pretty much the best, probably just about the best team he could put out. With Fernandinho not being here, with Aguero not being here, with Edison not being here. The only other first teamer that wasn't included was I forgot his name now. Angelino played instead of Zinchenko, sorry. So the only one that wasn't started was Zinchenko. And I believe Angelino was started with the first team because the first team is so much better than the mishmash of second stringers, the odd first team player, and the kids. And Angelino would be playing in a team that was going to have 70% possession. So I think that would make a difference. It was obviously interesting to see that David Silva was captain, but I'm not sure that means anything for the coming season. We'll see who's going to be captain in the coming season. A lot of, and someone to be Fernandinho. Let's have a quick look down at your messages, and then we'll get back onto my chat. So Mike James living on top forward Scarlet wins, so you get Walker up for him with the heavy rain. Oh dear. Bernardini was hoping Bravo's beard would make him scarier to put the strikers off. He was wrong. Angelino was all right. I mean, some people said he wasn't great, but I think he was all right. Look, when you're playing with better players, it's easy to look better. Andrew W. Hi, guys. Apologies if you've already gone over the app in detail. I contacted the digital team. They were very apologetic and offered 3 months free. Not ideal as I took the afternoon off work. We talked about it briefly, Andrew. I mean, we've been through, I did a live stream at halftime about the app. We did one after the game. And basically, look, we know the app wasn't working properly. Some people couldn't get it to work at all. It would just keep spinning around. We know it kept dropping. The city in Hong Kong, and with it being on so few applications, it was a pain. You know, I know people who said, "Look, I'm on holiday. I can't drag me smart TV with me. It's got the app on there, but I'm on holiday. I've only got my mobile phone. What can I do?" And so, fingers crossed, City will get that sorted out. I think they will, but they have to do. They shouldn't have had as many problems as they did. Oh, Bernard, so your Munich had a cracking friendly for Nottingham Forest. Oh, that's actually one I would have watched. I actually would have watched that if I had the. There's only so many hours in the day. See, these are the David Silva about. Yeah, forget them. The idiots. David Silva had a decent season overall last season. He wasn't sparkling in the second part of the season, but in the first part of the season, he was the dogs, man. He was played probably a few more games than he should have because KDB was injured. And for me, he was brilliant in the first 3 or 4 months of the season. So I'm going to give you a rundown of the subs and everything and the goals. So yeah, as expected, City dominated. And look, we're playing Kitchee, okay? And Kitchee, not relatively speaking, not a very good team. Playing Hong Kong, there's not many teams in Hong Kong. Excuse me. So yeah, as Cole says, I know the opponents were poor, but Danilo looked fine in the centre back in the second half. So yeah, we dominated. Sterling hit the woodwork early on. After 15 minutes, Sterling got the ball with his right foot and he passed it with his left, slightly off balance to Silva, who was running through, and Silva dinked it over the keeper. The keeper dived to Silva's left, and Silva put it with his left foot into the right. I think the keeper should have stood up, but a bit longer. But what do I know? But City's pressing was causing problems, causing errors, causing mistakes. After 27 minutes, Bernardo hit a ball. He had a good chance to hit it over. We were creating chances. I mean, look, it's going to be a one-sided game. And after 40 minutes, Sane scored. Sterling toe poked a pass through to him. Sane was about 18 to 20 yards out, and he slammed it in the left-hand side of the goal. Goalie, once again, I thought he could have done a bit better, but hey, you know, it was a well-taken goal. And just a couple of minutes later, Gundogan chipped the ball to Silva, who slid it through to Sterling, and Sterling opened his body up and curled it beautifully into the top corner. It was a sublime goal, sublime goal. So yeah, what's happened? Cole's got to go. Keep it clean, guys. Keep it clean. We should encourage our players, not criticise them. Exactly. So yeah, that was 3-0 at half-time. So at half-time, we brought Rodri and Zinchenko on for David Silva and Angelino. And then after 53 minutes, Sane, he was in the box, got past one tackle. He was stronger in the tackle, and he went sideways. There's a couple of players there. They didn't really close him down. He got a shot off. Goalie parried it, pushed it to the right. Leroy Sané was there, a cute angle. So I thought he was going to shoot first time. That's what it looked like. He fooled me, as he did the defender, because he left the defender on his backside. He dragged it back. and he shot with his right foot into the far corner. Very, very nicely taken goal. And, you know, you see stuff like that, you do not want him to leave. You do not want him to leave. Robert, how you doing, mate? I'm really well, Robert Lang. I'm really well. I hope you're well too. So, yeah, keep going through. 64 minutes, Danilo came on. Adriu Benabe came on. Tommy Doyle, I think he's still 17. And Dionku at right back. And they replaced Emerick Laporte, KDB, Bernardo and Walker. 73 minutes, more subs. So it's Foden, Tuatsi, Pozzo, and Howard Bellis. Stones. 6 minutes later, 5-0. And that was Tuatsi, 18 years old Tuatsi. He got the ball, I think, from Danilo, but he was about 35 yards out, and no one closed him down. They either went backwards or sideways, and he came through to the edge of the box, right foot, and he just basically tapped it, you know, placed it past the keeper, hit the post, went in, 5-0. Doyle looked decent, had a couple of decent chances. 84 minutes, they had a counter-attack. They got a goal. You know, whose fault is it? I mean, Dionku, you could argue he was caught out. The players in the box, we had a couple of defenders against their one attacker. Should he really have been getting the ball first? He attacked it better than we defended it. But we restored our 5-goal lead. 88-minute, Pozzo scored, created by Benabe and Foden. And yeah, it was 6-1. I think that's the only notes I've got. So, I mean, I think Pep afterwards said he was pleased with Mike James's scores. Very nice finish. Yeah, Tommy Doll does like a pop. So Mike James has given Bravo 6, Walker 7, Stone 6, Laporte 7, Angelino 7, De Bruyne 8, Gundogan 7, David Silva 8, Sane 7, Bernardo 7, Sterling 8. I think, yeah, you can't. Sane 7, he's got a couple of goals, mate. Mike, ooh, you're a hard man, Mike, giving Sane 7 after he scored 2 decent goals. Sterling got 8, he scored a goal. A couple of assists. He looked very dangerous. Let's look at the subs. Rodri 6, Zinchenko 7, Benabe 7. Yeah, Benabe did all right. Dionku 5, sounds reasonable. Danilo 6, Foden 7, Pozzo 7, Howard Bellis 6, Doyle 7, Tuatsi 7. Robert, that's where my eyes look. Don't worry about it, mate. No one's beat me up for a very, very long time. Yeah, my eyes are just dark. I've had this since I was a child. Since I was lads, it runs through the family. My youngest lad has already started to get bags and dark circles. You know, you can tell it's going to happen to him. My other lad, he's not got this issue. So don't worry, mate. Don't worry, Robert. Rodri was all right. He only came on at half time. Mukund. Look, Kitchee were a poor team. Yeah, let's be honest. And no one's going to do much. Now, my eyes are, as I said, Robert, don't worry about my eyes. Just a copy-paste job. All right, Mike. So the MEN ratings. No, don't copy-paste, Mike. Don't copy. Come up with your own. Killer Manila. Sane's going to Bayern. That's very sad. We'll see, mate. We'll see. Look, Pep's come out again and said he wants Sane to stay. We all want Sane to stay. The only excuse that I have for Sane to leave was if we were getting Mbappe. Fine. Thoughts on Callum Hudson-Odoi signing 5 for Chelsea? Well, he's getting 100 grand a week, so there's 100,000 good reasons for him to sign. That's a very long contract. You're going to be paying the guy. It's a £25 million contract, but we'll see. He's got a lot of potential. But what is he? 18 and a half? It's only potential. Chris Welch, well, I hope he doesn't leave. Kamal, why haven't City reported Bayern? To be honest, I don't know the rules. And why would City need to? If UEFA or FIFA, whoever's in charge of this, whoever's jurisdiction it's under, if they were interested, they'd have said something already. They'd have charged Bayern for what they're doing. So I don't know. Bernard, risky by Chelsea. Well, I think the problem is, Bernard, if they didn't sign into a very lucrative contract, he'd been off. He just said, look, I've got 2 years left. I'm not going to sign a new contract. I'm going to go. I've got 1 year left. I'm going to go. And Chelsea couldn't risk losing him on a free. Now, this way, with him signing a contract, what's their commitment is 25 million quid. he's worth at least 40 million quid right now with what Bayern Munich were willing to pay. So you never know. Yeah, you would report Bayern Sea-Dog. You're a grass mate. Nah, seriously, I don't know what we can report them for. Is it allowed for players to? It shouldn't be allowed. It's very distasteful. Who should City sign? Football Fan Chat? Nobody. The only two players that I'd be interested in us signing right now would be Messi and Mbappe. And we're not going to get Messi. We'll see about Mbappe. We'll see. Football Fan Chat, could Phil never get a top 6 job after England Summit? No. Nobody in the top 6, nobody in the Premier League should be even sniffing around Phil Neville. England went into that tournament. They'd been semi-finalists in the past, the last couple of times, and he was there to take them to the next level. He didn't. They got to the semi-finals again. I'm trying to get a ticket right now. Haven't got a ticket, but I will be at the West Ham game one way or the other. If I have to go to the West Ham end, I'll go on the West Ham end. Bernard, the ratings I see throughout the season on City players by Gunners, yeah, I mean, they're absolutely ludicrous, some of them. When you see some of the marks they give, someone might have been on for 10, 15 minutes and we're Bob, and they give them a 7. Rubbish. I don't want Harry Maguire for that money. Absolute criminal. I don't want Harry Maguire, full stop. If I had a choice, I'd be going for, I've said it before, Nathan Ake, half the price. Kynes is homegrown. He's 24 years old. Got a lot of developments ahead of him still. He's probably right. But I think we've got enough. I'm hoping we don't get any. Killer Sprit Deutsch. We're going to get the Deutsch speakers coming on now. The Deutsch. Sea-Dog. I go to Germany in October, and I've got to speak German in October. I haven't learned my lines yet. Because wherever we go, if we go abroad, I've only done it in 3 languages, French, English, and German. But if we go abroad somewhere and someone wants it in whatever language, we learn the language. We've got to learn the language for our shows. Mukun, I'm fed up with the saga of Sane. I wish it would resolve itself one way or the other. Yeah, Chris, I agree. I wouldn't go to Bayern Munich because, let's be honest, he knows what City are doing. He knows that Bayern Munich are not going to get to that level in Europe, I don't think. Yeah, Bernard, I agree. Maguire will, but 60 million and 140 grand a week. I honestly suspect it's going to be 80 to 90 million and 200 grand a week. Phil Neville for me is championship. He's not ready. He got lucky with that England job. What else has he done? He's not. We had a decent team. Don't forget that we had a decent team. If Maguire's worth 90, what's Sane worth 120? Easy. Yeah, Sea-Dog, stay with the England team. Nasri Abdi apparently being concerned about the lack of quality depth at LFC teams. Left back Robertson, right back Trent, and attacking players who can challenge Salah, Mane, make me not fan though. I don't understand all that, Nasri. But Liverpool haven't got strength in depth. That's one of their issues. They're relying on a very, very good car. Favorite things about doing YouTube is stuff like this. I've always, enjoyed this. I've got to probably gone to a few more games than I would normally have gone to, the away games. Doing the videos, you get a bit of confidence. You do get a bit more confident in what you're doing. And when people do talk to me, they say, well, you know your stuff, or you're confident. Well, I've said some of the things again and again and again on YouTube videos or on Twitter. So you get used to it. So actually kind of, that's why he wants Harry. Harry Maguire is going to get his head on stuff. Yeah, and look, I don't doubt that Pep wants Harry, but the City hierarchy won't pay silly money. Chris Welch wants a creative midfielder or another winger, and you'd be happy. I've said before, if I was Liverpool, I would have gone out, bust the boat for Matthijs de Ligt, get another striker in, a creative player. De Ligt scored an own goal today. Fantastic. Football fans, I won't hit the 1K soon, but I'm hopeful. I'll put the timeline back till maybe at the end of August. By the end of August, we'll be on 1,000 subscribers by then. English Mastiffs, better late than never. English Mastiff. That's what my wife always says. Kilimanila, who says he wants someone tall. He said even when people say about Rodri because of his height, he said no. Did Anderlecht? Anyway, Robert Lang, do you think the plan after Pep is that company is going to Anderlecht as player manager? And if he does well, he'll be manager City when Pep eventually leaves? Look, I think we've got a few options, Robert. Probably the best two will be Vinny and Mikel Arteta. Possibly it's Patrick Vieira because obviously he came through City and went to New York City FC before he moved to Nice. So these are options. Really English Mastiff, Netflix to screen a true life drama of Carlos Tevez. Look, whatever you say about Tevez and his argument and fight with Mancini, two hot-headed guys, he gave everything on that pitch. Everything. When he wasn't playing golf, he gave everything for City. Killer Manila, would you take Neymar for time? Killer Manila, are you having a laugh? Honestly, mate, are you having a laugh? Absolutely no way do I want Neymar near my club. At the Etihad is when we're beating PSG 5-0 in the Champions League. I don't want Neymar anywhere near my club. How they burn it? But blimey, a lot of football documentaries coming out. They've seen the success, you know, with the City one, with the Sunderland one, and everybody wants a bit of it. Who would I like after Pep? Roberts? I mean, Pochettino's. A lot of people like Pochettino. I like him as a person. Arteta would be quite good as well. No, Kamal, Tevez is not a City great. Tevez did a lot for us for 2 or 3 years, but certainly not a City great. Yeah, a lot of people hate Neymar's antics. Yeah, English Massive. Tevez, look, I said it. Tevez can't knock Carlos Tevez. You can't knock him. He'd fly over the night before from Argentina on a private jet and give everything on that pitch and be the difference. He dragged us through games. He certainly dragged us through some games. But you know, that one incident, look, he was obviously here for the money. There's no question about that. But as I said, the minimum City fans and a lot of fans want is to give everything for the shirt, and he did. After Pep, possibly company. Bernard, I'll tell you what, I hope Pep stays around for as long as possible. The longer he's here, the better it will be. Pep should give Garcia a chance. Which Garcia killer? Alex, I don't think Alex can play because I'll go and double check this. I'm sure I checked this a couple of days ago. Alex Garcia doesn't count as homegrown, and he needs to count as homegrown. Yeah, I remember doing this a couple of days ago. He's 22 years old. He is, off the top of my head, he was 2 months short of being a homegrown player. So what chances can he have? The only Garcia can give a chance is Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia is, off the top of my head, again, 18 or 19. And he, because he's under 21, he doesn't count to your squad lists. Yeah, I saw that, Robert. City lifted the trophy, Sterling lifting the trophy, and they had one of their training kits on, like a pinky, swirly black number. Very odd. The trophy's got a long name. I'm not going to go there. Come on, guys. We've got about 10 minutes, I think, 10 minutes max. And then, you know, there's not a lot more to say about the game, really. You know, we've done well. We've did what we had to do. We won 6-1. Guys got to run out. A lot of players got, you know, most players got at least 40 odd minutes. Some players got 70 minutes, you know. So people like Sterling, Sane, Gundogan, and Stones, they already came off after 73 minutes. And Laporte, KDB, Bernardo, and Walker came off after 64 minutes. So you know, they got plenty of time on that pitch. No, Mangala won't be registered in the squad because we've already got 17. So there's no way Mangala can get anywhere unless at the last second someone gets injured. But he's Gonski. He's off. Well, I just want, you just want no more speculation, Sea Dog. I just want it all over. Mangala to go. I want Sane to stay, put pen to paper, get it all done and dusted. Yeah, so we can move on. It's about time we move on. It is, but it's tedious night after night. Worried, is Sane going to sign? Is Sane going to sign? Is English Master, if you would say, gives Mangala another chance. Chris Welch, will the Charterers go to the final day? No. Kamal, do you think we'll beat Liverpool in the Community Shield? I think it'd be a draw. Kilimanila, big mistake was that Mbappe transfer. Pep was near to signing him, but he couldn't get it over the line. I think Mbappe possibly thought it was too early for him to leave France. That was an issue. Going to Paris, it's the biggest club in the country, and I think he just wanted to go there. Now, I think he's going to probably, at some point, he's going to look at it and regret it. He might end up being the highest paid player at PSG, but at some point, he's got to regret being there or staying there this long, because they've gone backwards. They're not going forwards anymore. Yeah, Mukun, there wasn't much more than just in 2019. Did you know that it's the first time we have won the league in an odd number of years since 1937? Is that true? No. 37, 68, 12, 14, 18. You're right. Taylor Richards scored a pen as Brighton beat Crawley. Good luck to Taylor Richards. Well done, mate. But Crawley are a nothing team again. I tell you what, Robert, you were making me think then. Yeah, Muck, the highlights just had the goals and nothing else. Bernard says, did anyone see Inside City in Shanghai? That backdrop to 3 kids per rooms? No, just not enough time, Bernard. Not enough time. Hughes was the most terrible coach in City history. Killer. I think we've had some bad ones, mate. But if you go back to the 70s and 80s, we had some bad ones. Rid of a lot of the older, not even older stalwarts, some of the stalwarts of the City team, bringing in some new kids who didn't make it. Santa Cruz, that was a bad one. English Massive, definitely worse managers than Mark Hughes. Anybody who took us down, you could argue, was a worse manager than Mark Hughes. Stevie Coppell, oh dear, Stevie Coppell. Come on, guys, a couple more minutes and then knock on the head. If you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. I'll stand to attention. Hughes drew 7 games in a row. Hughes, look, he started the turnaround. It wasn't great the first season. There was no turn. Oh, Brian Horton, English Master. Alan Ball. No. Mike James has finished me off with Alan Ball. Oh, you finished me off, Alan Ball. Stuart, oh no, Master. These are like, I'm like a boxer getting punched. These are not lots on the floor, guys. I came to this stream with such positivity, and I've heard of Alan Ball, Brian Horton, and Stuart Pearce. No, Mukund, the next game apparently is not only on the TV app. It will be on a few channels around the world, which means you'll get a stream somewhere. Oh, I love Roy Hodgson, Chris Welch. I absolutely adored Roy Hodgson being at Liverpool. Bernard, you still love Alan Ball's boots. Do you love Alan Ball as a manager, though? That's the question. Mike James, that's a big ask. Champions League, FA Cup, League Cup, Premier League, we'll win them all. Well, Premier League will do for me, Cocker. That's all I want to win again. Anything else is a bonus. Right, guys, I get my podcast done, get an early night. Stuart Pearce started off well, and after all, we've got Alan Ball. Stuart Pearce, mate, come on, Mike. Stuart Pearce, when you're hardly scoring any goals at home, oh no, come on, Cole. Frank Clark, You guys are hitting below the belt now. You're hitting below the belt. Eric Garcia plays the final career also for Portugal. I'll try and watch that game if it's at the weekend. We should sell many. He's a good guy, but injured all the time. We can't sell a guy who's croc. I think it's his last season at City if he can't stay fit. Frank Clark. Oh! Frank Clark, guys. So anyway, guys, Chris is off. I'm off. Take care, everybody. Gonna have a quick drink before I do this podcast. But we'll see you tomorrow. No match, obviously, tomorrow, and we'll see what news is going down. See you, Cobby. Take it easy, guys. Never know. Will Harry Maguire be a City player tomorrow? Will Leroy Sané be a Bayern Munich player? No, that won't happen. Certainly not tomorrow. Thanks, Carl. Take it easy, guys. Take it easy, Robert. Bye, Kamal. Bye, English Mastiff. Take it easy. And Bernard. Good night to Bernard as well. Robert Lang, good night. Mike Long is in the house. Mike Long is in the house because I was 6 minutes late. I'm at his teacher looking at me because I was 6 minutes late for the podcast last night. So he's on here early tonight. Guys, take it easy. Love you all and peace.